All right, everyone, so today we are going to do multiplication with multiples of 10. So what that means is all of the numbers we're multiplying by today are multiples of 10. So you might see things like times, a marker here, times 20, times 30, times 300, right? All of those are multiples of 10. I can skip count by 10 to get to them. So let's start here on the homework set, which is on page 7. We're going to start with question 3B, just so you know where we are. All right, so it says 80 times 5. Well, I know if I just think 8 times 5, that gets me 40. And we started in the tens place, and I have 1 0 there, so I'm going to add it a 0, okay? Gets easier. Here we go. 80 times 50. Well, I start with 8 times 5, which is 40. But I'm actually saying, okay, 8 times 5, and then this 10 times 10, which gets me 100. So I need to make sure that I add my 2 zeros at the end from my 100, okay? I'm going to keep going. So now I have 800 times 500. I know 8 times 5 is 40. And I have 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets me 400,000. My last one, I have 8 times 50. So I have 40, because 8 times 5 is 40. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how 8 times 5 is 40. I don't include this 0 as part of the ones I need to add, okay? Because 8 times 5 is 40. If it was 8 times 3, it would be 24. I'd still need to add that same number of zeros at the end. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the bottom here. Hang on, there we go. I have 637 times 3. Okay, that's going to be a little tricky, but I can do this. 637 times 3. 3 times 7 is 21, carry my 2. 3 times 3 is 9, plus my 2 gets me 11. 3 times 6 is 18, plus my 1. Whoops. Gets me, yikes, 19. So I know 637 times 3 gets me 1,911. So now I'm moving over here. It looks like the same problem, except everything has moved over on my place value chart. I now have 6,000 times 30. So I know if I am just multiplying these three numbers, 637 times 3, I'm going to get 1,911. But the trick is that I've moved over on my place value chart, so my number has to be bigger. I have 2 zeros. So I'm going to plug those in at the end, and my new number is 191,100. Let me change colors here for my next one that I'm going to do. So same process, 6,370 this time times 300. I know 637 times 3 is going to get me 1,911. Now look at all these zeros I need to add on. 1, 2, 3. Let me add them on the end. Now I have 1,911,000. Okay, my last one I'm going to do in green. Same process, 637 really times 3 gets me that, which I figured out over here. Okay, but I moved up on my place value chart, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros I need to add, getting me 19,110,000. So really your trick here is to multiply the digits, the non-zero digits, and then add your zeros at the end. So here's another quick example. You don't have to write it down. Let's say I had 7 times 20. Okay, you start with 7 times 2, which is 14. Add your 0 at the end. If I had 70 times 20, I'd have to add another 0. If I had 70 times 200, add another one. Okay, the key is to add your non-zeros first.